So dear students, so in the last class we were discussing regarding the types of tissue. In that we have discussed with simple permanent tissue as well as we have discussed with the complex permanent tissue. So the next topic in this chapter is we are going to discuss with the tissue system. Tissue system. So what we are going to study in this concept tissue system means, so whenever we take a section of stem or we take a section of root or if we take a section of leaf, so there are three concepts in this whatever the tissue system. So what are the three concepts means? So we are going to study with the anatomy of stem, we are going to study with the anatomy of root, as well as we are going to study with the anatomy of the leaf. So in the anatomy of a stem, if we take again the stem, it is classified or it is differentiated into two categories. One is dicot stem and the another one is monocot stem. In the same way, if we go up with the root system, then it is again differentiated into anatomy of dicot root as well as anatomy of monocot root. In the same way, leaf also, monocot leaf, dicot leaf. So before entering into that concept, let us study first the basic concept. What are the different regions? If we take one section of a plant, what are the different layers we can see? What are the different layers of tissue we are going to distinguish? So that we are going to study. So here mainly it is differentiated into the two concepts. One is the epidermal tissue, the outermost layer, that is the epidermal tissue. Next comes the ground tissue, and the third comes the vascular tissue. So these are the three main different regions of a tissue what we are going to study in the different regions of a plant. So it is mainly differentiated into three main categories. What are the three main categories of tissue layers? Antandre, the one layer of the tissue, it is called as epidermal tissue. Next we are going to differentiate it as a ground tissue. Then comes the vascular tissue. So now first we will take up with the epidermal tissue. Epidermal tissue, ground tissue and vascular tissue. So if we take the word the epidermis, so the word epi, that refers to outermost layer, dermis, that is a layer. So the outermost layer itself is the epidermis. It is the outermost layer, or we can also term it as the outermost region. See, here I am not specifying either it is a stem, root, whatever, or leaf anta nan differentiate ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. I am just giving the general points for the epidermal tissue. When we go up with the stem, it differs. When we go up with the root, it differs. When we go up with the leaf, it differs. Understood? That I will say, but just I am saying the general introduction of the epidermis. Now let us consider this as a stem. Understood? Now there is a stem. If I take a transverse section, that is a TS section, ee tara hinga adda cut ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಈ shape ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. Let us assume this is somewhat spherical. It is not spherical, but let us assume spherical. ಈ spherical ಅಲ್ಲಿ outermost layer, ಈ layer ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ outermost layer, it is the epidermis. ನಮಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿಂದ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ. When we take a section and by adding a particular stain, if we observe under the microscope, we can see this different regions in the plant tissue. So if I say anatomy means we are studying here the internal structure of the plant. We are not just studying the outer surface or outer view. We are studying the internal structure. ಈಗ let us take this stem ಇಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಈ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಂದು ಥಿನ್, ಇದನ್ನೇ ಇಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಥಿನ್ ಲೇಯರ್, ಒಂದು ಸ್ಲೈಸ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಟಿ ಎಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಮೇಲಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಟೇನ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಲೈಟಿಗೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಥರ ಸ್ಪೆರಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಸ್ಪೆರಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ 3 ರೀಜನ್ಸ್. ಏನೇನು? ಒಂದು ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಲೇಯರ್. ಈ ಲೇಯರು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಲೇಯರ್. ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇದು ಸ್ಪೆರಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This outermost layer, it will be made up of cells. So the cells we can't identify through our naked eye. It has to be observed only under the microscope. So this outermost layer of a cell, it is itself is a epidermis. Understood? Now this epidermis, either it may be unicellular or it may be multicellular. Either it may be made up of a single cell, single layer, or it may be multi-layered. ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಲೇಯರ್. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೇಯರ್ ಇದೆ? ಒಂದೇ ಲೇಯರ್ ಇದೆ. ಐದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಲೇಯರ್ಡ್. ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಲೇಯರ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ಒನ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ 2 cells is referred as what? Epidermal cells. So the first, it is outermost layer. Either it may be single layer or it may be multi-layered. So multi-layered ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ the example is Nerium. Nerium ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಲ್ಲಿ we will see the multi-layered epidermis. Next to this epidermis, when we take up with the stem, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರದ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನೀಗ? ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಇಂದ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ತೆಗೆದಾಗ stem or leaf, but not the root. Remember, this is very important. The epidermis of the stem or the epidermis of leaf, the outermost layer of the epidermis, outermost ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಲೇಯರಿನ ಹೊರಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ, ಒಳಗಲ್ಲ, ಹೊರಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ outermost layer of the epidermis, it is made up of a thin waxy layer called as cuticle. ಈ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಕಲರ್, ಈ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಥಿನ್ ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಏನಿದು ಅಂದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಯೂಟಿಕಲ್. So the cuticle, it is a waxy layer. It is made up of lipid layer. It is a waxy layer which surrounds or which protects the epidermis. As this, it is not made up of more than 3 layers. It is usually the epidermis, it is made up of single layer, but there is one exception, that is in some plants it is made up of 2 or 3 layers, but usually maximum plant the epidermis, it is made up of single layer. So to protect this single layer from any damage, or there is one protective layer called as cuticle. So what is this cuticle made up of? It is made up of waxy layer. So this cuticle, it is seen in stem as well as in leaf, but the cuticle is absent in roots. Where it is absent? It is absent in roots. Which one? Cuticle. So the cuticle, it is not made up of cell. It is just a waxy coating around the epidermis, and it is mainly seen in stem and leaf. Whereas in case of root, the cuticle is absent. Next, the epidermal cells, it is usually made up of mainly, or it is maximum, the epidermis, or generally the epidermal cells, it is made up of barrel shaped parenchyma cells. ಯಾವ cells ಇಂದ made up ಆಗಿದೆ? barrel shaped parenchyma cells without intercellular space. That is very important. Usually ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ parenchyma tissue ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, the parenchyma tissue is a type of a tissue, living tissue, where we can see a large intercellular space. But the epidermis, it is made up of parenchyma cells itself, but the intercellular space is absent. ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆರಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ಸ್ಪೆರಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಇಂದು ನಾನೀಗ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಈ ಥರ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ವಿದೌಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್, ಬ್ಯಾರಲ್ ಶೇಪ್, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಉದ್ದುದ್ದ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಲಾಂಗೇಟೆಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಬಲ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾರಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ parenchyma cell without INTER, not intra, INTER, intercellular space. Understood? So that is about the which layer? Epidermis. So now the epidermis outermost, it is lined by a waxy layer. This layer is called as cuticle. So up to here we have studied the cuticle. It is mainly seen in stem and leaf, but it is absent in root. Now the epidermis, certain epidermal cells, epidermal andre illiruvanta cells, certain epidermal cells, it is modified into unicellular or multicellular hair like structure. So yenidu, now let us take this cell, epidermal cell. This epidermal cell, it has modified to a hair like structure, and the hair like structure either it is unicellular or it may be multicellular. Illodi, either it is made up of many cells, multicellular, or it may be made up of unicellular. ಈ ಮಲ್ಟಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೀನ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ರೀಜನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಥರ ಮಲ್ಟಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಹೇರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಟ್ರೈಕೋಮ್. CHOME, trichome, multicellular hair like structure which the epidermal cell, not all the cell, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಫೈ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ. ಈಗ let us take ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This has been modified to stem hair, trichome, or it is also called as stem hair, HAIR, stem hair or trichome. So what is the characteristic feature of this trichome or stem hair antandre? It is multicellular. Understood? So this trichome or stem hair, it is mainly seen in stem. Ide tara root alli, ಈಗ this is stem, but root alli kuda root hairs irutte. Now let us consider this as root. The root, it does not contain the outermost layer, cuticle is absent, but certain epidermal cells, they are modified into unicellular root hair. Unicellular root hair ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ? ರೂಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಹೇರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನು ಟ್ರೈಕೋಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾವು ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಹಿಂಗೊಂದು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಯುನಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಮಲ್ಟಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಅದನ್ನೇನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ರೂಟ್ ಹೇರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೂಟ್ ಹೇರ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ದ ರೂಟ್ ಹೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್. ಎಂಟೈರ್ ರೂಟಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೂಟ್ ಇಟ್ absorbs the soil water. Soil allironta, usually we know that the roots, it will absorb the soil water. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಥರ ರೂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟು ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ನು, ಸಾಯಿಲಲ್ಲಿರೋ ವಾಟರ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರೂಟ್ ಹೇರ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ರೂಟ್ ಹೇರ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಅವರ್ ನೇಕೆಡ್ ಐ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುನಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್. Is it clear? So the main function of the root hair is it is involved in absorption of soil, water and nutrients. Understood? And also it lacks the outer cuticle layer. So this is another characteristic feature of which layer? Epidermal layer. So the epidermis, it is either it is made up of single layer or it may be made up of multi-layered. So this epidermis, the outermost layer of the epidermis, again it is lined by a waxy layer called as cuticle. Next, certain epidermal cells, not all, remember, certain epidermal cells, they are modified into stem hairs in stem, or it is also called as trichome, whereas in root, certain epidermal cells, they are modified into the root hair. Root hairs are unicellular, whereas the stem hair is multicellular. Next, the epidermal layer of the stem is called as epidermis. ಯಾವುದ್ರದ್ದು epidermis ಅಂತೀವಿ? Epidermis, it is seen in stem. Stem in the outermost layer epidermis ಅಂತೀವಿ. Whereas in case of root, it is called as epiblemma. Root in epidermis ಗೆ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, epiblemma. See, don't get confused. There are different types of words what you are going to come across in this chapter. The only thing is you have to understand the diagram and you have to remember that words. How to memorize that words means you have to write it and practice. You have to recall it again and again. That is the only way to remember. Is it clear? So hence, in the stem outermost layer is called as epidermis, whereas the outermost layer of the root, it is called as epiblemma, or it is also called as filiferous layer, or it is also called as rhizodermis. Filiferous, rhizodermis, as well as epiblemma. Usually we will call it as epiblemma. You can remember any word, either it is called as epiblemma, or it is called as filiferous layer, or it is also called as rhizodermis. So that is in case of where? In case of root. Whereas in stem it is called as just outermost layer is called as epidermis. Now what about in leaf? Leaf alli enanta karitivi andre, the leaf, it usually has two epidermis layer, upper epidermis and lower epidermis. The leaf, it has two epidermis, that is upper epidermis and lower epidermis. Two layers are there, upper epidermis as well as lower epidermis. So now let us consider, we'll consider this itself as a leaf. One leaf ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮನೇಲಿ ಕಿತ್ತು ನೋಡಿ, ಆ ಲೀಫು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. It will be not bulge as I am comparing to with this. It is completely thin layer like a paper. Understood? Now let us consider this itself as a leaf. Understood? Now if we take this as a leaf, see, the leaf, it has two layers. ಒಂದು ಮೇಲ್ಭಾಗ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅದರ ಕೆಳಭಾಗ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡು ಲೇಯರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್, ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೋಯರ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂಥ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆ ಲೀಫಿನ ಕೆಳಭಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಲೋಯರ್ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ಲೀಫ್, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೂ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್, ದ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಲೋಯರ್ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್. So this is about the epidermis of the stem, epidermis of the root as well as epidermis of the leaf. Remember, the epidermal layer in the leaf, it is differentiated into two types. One is upper and another one is lower epidermis. Next, the epidermis of the stem. The epidermis of stem, the epidermis of a stem, it is made up of a specialized apparatus called as stomatal apparatus. What it is called? Stomatal apparatus. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ? The epidermis of a stem. It is made up of the stomatal apparatus. Yes, it is made up of a specialized apparatus called as stomatal apparatus. So what is the stomatal apparatus made up of antandre? It is differentiated mainly into 3 categories. It consists of a middle pore, or it has a stomatal pore. Next, the stomatal pore, it is surrounded by a specialized guard cell. Next, the guard cell, it is surrounded by a specialized epidermal cells called as subsidiary cells. So this together, all these 3 constitute one stomatal apparatus. One the stomatal apparatus alli we will differentiate into 3 names. That is, one is the stomatal pore. ಏನಿದು stomatal pore ಅಂದರೆ 2 ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿನ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು stomatal pore ಅಂತ ಅಂತೀವಿ. 2 ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿನ ಮಧ್ಯ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಆ 2 ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ನ ಸುತ್ತ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಮಾಡಿಫೈಡ್ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಬ್ಸಿಡರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್, ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಕಲರ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ stomatal apparatus. Where we'll see the stomatal apparatus, it is mainly seen in the stem as well as in the leaf. Leaf alli ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನೋಡೋದು stomatal apparatus, it is seen in leaf. ಯಾಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಲೀಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ stomatal apparatus ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. stomatal ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನು? ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ಏನಿದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್? ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್, what is the stomatal apparatus made up of? First we'll study, then we'll study its function. So the stomatal apparatus, na ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, it is made up of a stomatal pore. That stomatal pore, it is made up of a specialized guard cell, this is a guard cell. Understood? Now, in between these 2 guard cells, this at the center there is a opening or there is a pore which is called as stomatal pore. Now, this guard cell, it shows unequal thickening anta antivi. Unequal andre, the layer which is towards the stomatal pore, it is very thick. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಈ stomatal pore ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗು, that is very thick. It is very, very thick. Understood? Which region? The layer which is towards the stomatal pore. And the layer opposite layer, it is very thin. So it shows unequal thickening. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೇಯರ್ ತುಂಬ thick ಇರುತ್ತೆ, which is towards the stomatal pore, whereas the outer layer, it is very thin. Inner layer, it is thick. Next, now this 2 guard cell, it is surrounded by a specialized epidermal cells called as subsidiary cells. ಏನಿದು? subsidiary cells. So this is a subsidiary cells. This is a guard cell, and this in between this pore or whatever the hole is there, opening, this is stomatal pore, or you can also say it as stomatal opening. So this constitute one stomatal apparatus. So this stomatal apparatus, the layer, inner layer, it is very thick layer, the inner layer, whereas the outer layer of the stomatal pore, it is of the guard cell, it is very thin. It is very thin. Now, the guard cell, it contains numerous chloroplast. It has vacuole, it has nucleus, everything. It is a living thing. Oh, sorry, it is a living cell. But I have not written here the vacuole or nucleus. You can write the vacuole. Understood? Vacuole also you can write. It has a vacuole. Along with the vacuole, it also contains a large nucleus. Guard cell, it has its own nucleus, also it has the vacuole. This is a, let us consider this as vacuole. Vacuole, and this is a nucleus. Okay, but what is this? I have written the other, means it is a chloroplast. Chloroplast. So the chloroplast organelle, it is seen only in the guard cell, but whereas the other cell, it usually lacks the chloroplast. The chloroplast, it is mainly or it is highly seen in the guard cell, whereas the other cells, subsidiary cells or the other epidermal cells, they lack the chloroplast. That is very important. So the other epidermal cells, again ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, this is the epidermis layer. The epidermal, all this epidermal cells, it lacks the this one, it lacks the chloroplast, whereas the guard cell, ee tara irutte guard cell, idra sutta irodella subsidiary cells, whereas the guard cell is the only cell which contains what? Chloroplast in it. It is a living cell. All the cells are living. Understood here? Now this is regarding the stomatal apparatus. Now what is the function of this stomatal apparatus? It is seen in the epidermal tissue of the leaf mainly. The leaf, it contains more number of stomata when compared to stem. Stem alli irutte, but the number count is very less. So now this stomatal apparatus, what is its function? Means I said it is involved in transpiration. Now what is this transpiration? The transpiration is a phenomena seen in plants, or it is exhibited in all plants. So what happens in transpiration? Means in the plants, during the transpiration mechanism, the water is lost from the plant body. It is a loss of water. It is a loss of water in the form of vapors. In the form of vapors through a specialized structure called as stomata. Through the stomata, that is ee pore ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ pore ಇಂದ plant ಇಂದ water loss ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. It will be occurring, it is a regular phenomena. It will be occurring, it maximum occurs during the daytime when compared to night, but it cannot be seen through our naked eye. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, because the water, whatever it is lost, it is coming outside from the plant, it is in the form of vapor. This is very important. So what is transpiration? The transpiration is a phenomena which is exhibited in all plants, where the water is lost in the form of vapor, or it is a loss of water in the form of vapors through what? That is very important. Through the stomatal apparatus. Through the stomatal apparatus, or through the stomatal structure. That itself is called as transpiration. So transpiration is a phenomenon of loss of water in the form of vapors through a specialized structure called as stomata. So now this transpiration, it mainly helps in absorption of water